So there was this new article published by Google Search Central around optimizing for AI in Google Search. It's also very similar principles to optimizing for Claude, Perplexity, Copilot, etc., the different AI engines. So this came out just 5 days ago, last Friday, and they're mentioning around the increase in people who are gravitating towards AI experiences. So this is continuing to increase. And this guide is for business owners, marketers, website owners, SEOs, and developers so that they can optimize their website and their content for AI experiences. So this is coming straight from Google. So I'm just going to click in here to show a few of the key parts of what they're saying. So one of the main things that I want to highlight here is that best practices for SEO continue to be relevant because the generative AI features use Google search. So when you're using a prompt or a search or whatever it might be, the AI engines actually use Google as part of their retrieval engine. So there is something called query fan out, which is basically what I just mentioned before, is when you're asking something like how to fix a lawn that's full of weeds. The fan out does multiple queries at once, such as best herbicides for lawns, remove weeds without chemicals, etc. And it takes that information, it augments that, and then gives you a response based on those multiple searches. So this is leveraging Google's traditional search engines as well. Something else that they mentioned that I think is quite interesting is there's a bit of contention around what is the new AI SEO. Is it AEO or is it GEO? And the way that Google say it is from their perspective, optimizing for generative AI search is still SEO because you are optimizing for the search experience. So it's still SEO. So beware of people who are mentioning anything about hacks or shortcuts or anything like that. Just be careful. Best practice SEO applies here, and that's coming directly from Google. I think this is just going to make the quality of the internet and content so much better. Create valuable non-commodity content for your audience. Commodity content would be like the 5 things every website needs to have. That's very simple content. Like it could be created by AI, but things that can't be created by AI are things like unique, valuable, good content. The important thing here is unique. So Google go into more detail, like providing unique point of view. So this could be stories of conversations that you have with your clients. It could be experiences that you have with your team. AI can't invent this stuff. This is unique and it has a unique point of view. It could be your opinions, your team's opinions. These are real. Want to make sure this content is helpful, reliable, and people first. So it's not about tricking the AI or SEO engines. It's about actually helping your target customers. So here they talk about commodity content, like I mentioned before, with 7 tips for first home buyers as commodity content, whereas something more unique would be why we waived the inspection and saved money, a look inside the sewer line, which could be some unique expertise and experience that goes beyond the common knowledge and the ordinary. Adding high quality images and videos, so less stock video and imagery and less AI generated content. So using photos of your team. I've been talking with many people in my network about we're in a trust deficit. It's so easy to produce content now, and most of it's fake, which is a shame. So producing real content, even if it's not super high quality, is going to be a differentiator. Being a human and actually standing out by just showing your people. All right, so focusing on what your users want, I think is fantastic as well. So not just about what the AI wants, not tricking the algorithm to get into the top results, but then when they land on your content, they bounce, which is called pogo sticking, which is when they see some content, they think it's relevant, they click in or they view it, and then they leave, and then they click on another result. And that means that the traffic that comes to your website, they actually getting the answer that they want. And that's usually indicated by time on site and taking multiple actions on your site. So Google also mentioned using AI tools to assist in content creation is fine, but you have to make sure it follows the guidance on AI generated content, which they have information on there. So it's not, Google is saying specifically, it's not banned. It's not that you can't do that. You can't use AI, but it still needs to follow what's called the EEAT guidelines, which is expertise experience, authority, and trustworthiness. All right, there's a few more things. We're getting to the technical stuff now, but I really wanted to cover off the main things around trustworthy content and that it's still all SEO. So businesses can benefit from this by doing best practices SEO and creating real valuable content that's easy for their audience to consume and read and actually helps them and answers their questions. I hope this has been valuable. You can read the full article on Google Search Central. And if you're looking for a checklist to improve your SEO with AI in mind, then you can visit our website, have a search for the AI SEO checklist. And there's no opt-in or anything like that. You can just download the guide via the PDF. And there are a few more tips that are specific around AI in addition to best practices SEO. All right, I hope you find that helpful.